Hi everybody, have you ever wondered what the colour of your period blood actually means? Well, I'm Belinda Kirkpatrick. I'm a naturopath and a nutritionist with over 18 years of clinical experience. And today I'm going to chat to you about the different colours of period blood, why you might be getting them and when to expect them. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any videos like these. And you can also follow us on Instagram at The Happy Mammoth. Okay, so period blood. This is something that pretty much every woman is experiencing every month, but it's really different. And it's not something that we often talk about with our friends. When I'm speaking to people in the clinic and I'm asking them about the type of the blood, the flow, the heaviness, some people are really flustered because they've never been asked questions like these. So this is a time when you can learn all about what the color of your period blood actually means. Now, just so that you know, it's really normal for it to be a different color at the beginning and the end. Some people might start with just like a lighter flow before they move into a heavier flow and it tapers off at the end. Some people might start with a little bit of pink spotting, move into flow, and maybe even get sort of like a brown looking discharge at the end. Now, basically, you know, period blood really does change, but we can also tell a lot from our period blood. So what we want the majority of our period to be is a bright red blood, and that really indicates a healthy period and a healthy hormonal balance. So it really should look like you've cut yourself that type of blood, nice and thin and bright red. If it's a more sort of pale or pinky kind of color, it might just be that it's the start of the bleed. Sometimes there can be a hormonal imbalance like low progesterone, which can cause spotting, nutrient deficiencies, and sometimes even low estrogen. So it's worth getting it looked at. If you do get an orange tint in your blood, that's a possible infection sign. So look out for other infection signs like itching or other discharge or a smelly kind of bleed. Maybe check that one in with your GP. A really dark red thick blood is often indicative of high estrogen, and it may also be indicative of low iron and or not enough fluid and hydration. So you really need to be drinking enough water to really make your bleed nice and flowy, so to speak. If you're low in iron, you tend to bleed more and clot more, which makes you lower in iron. So if you've got really thick, heavy clotting periods, it's absolutely important to get your iron levels checked. We don't want that vicious cycle to keep going around. Now, a lot of people, the one that they're wondering about is the brown blood. They're like, oh, it's a bit brown, or it might even look a bit tarry, like it's sort of almost black mixed in with cervical mucus, and that often happens at the end of the period. Now, this is not something to worry about, okay? So most of the time, if there's any other signs that you think there should be concern, go check in with your doctor. However, for most people, this is just your bleed oxidizing. So for example, when you cut an apple and you leave it out into the air, the oxygen, it goes brown. That process also happens with our period blood. So often at the end of our bleed, when the flow starts to reduce, it's just not coming out as quickly, and therefore it's got more time to mix with the oxygen, and then it starts to go a browner color. So at the end of your bleed, if there is sort of more like a browny color, often it can be even almost like a very dark brown, almost black color, maybe sort of a bit tarry mixed with cervical mucus. That can be normal if it's just at the very end of your bleed and doesn't trail on for too long. There is also the possibility of a more sort of grey kind of type of period blood, and that often indicates bacterial vaginosis. Now, bacterial vaginosis is a bacterial condition. It is also accompanied by a really strong smell. So if you don't have that really strong smell and or other itching and burning, it's probably not that. So what we're basically looking for is that bright red, healthy blood, nice flow, not too clotty, and this gives you a good indication that your hormones are pretty well balanced to that extent. If you've got any questions or you're not sure about that period blood, don't forget our complete hormone harmony system. So in this one, you get the three. You get the hormone harmony, and that's basically targeting your hormonal imbalances. There's also the amazing hormonal harmony plus, and that's going to give you all of those women's essential nutrient boosters. So you're getting all those really important nutrients and minerals that you need for healthy hormones. And then of course the prebiotic collagen protein, which I know lots of you love. And that's basically really working on the signs of aging, hormonal imbalance, hair, skin, nails, and really giving you the best, healthiest hormones that you can have. So I hope this was really informative for you, maybe sparked a little bit of interest in what type of period blood do you have, and is that normal, and is it showing any signs of hormonal imbalance, low iron, inadequate hydration. So make sure that you really are looking at all the signs that your body's giving you to get a good idea of what's going on in your health and inside as well. See you guys.